Steve, what's up with this catalog you got?
Got an email from a guy in Minnesota who told me about a fat person catalog he had and would I like to see it. And I said, absolutely. And it showed up yesterday in the mail, and we were all having a good laugh at some of the products that are made specifically for morbidly obese people in this catalog, which are not modeled by morbidly obese people. If you're taking
No, they're just kind of a little husky.
Yeah.
The fattest one I think they have is Mr. Suspenders guy. He seems like he's got a lot of back.
Yeah, Mr. Suspenders guy. But most of these people are just on the verge of fat.
Because they want you to think you're going to look normal in these products.
That you're a human being, when really you're not. You're a brontosaurus.
Exactly. You should have a tail so you could swat flies off your back because you can no longer reach.
Yes. Fat people don't need a 35-inch long leg-lifting nylon strap to lift.
Yeah, that's one of the items.
Wait, what is it?
It's look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth page of the photocopies.
Okay,
you'll see a 35. Yeah, it's a nylon strap that you use to lift your.
It's called the leg lifter, Opie. It's 35-inch long, and this heavy-duty, semi-rigid nylon strap has a stirrup that allows for lifting and positioning feet. Eliminates bending. Yeah, you wouldn't want to bend. Forget about that. Helps movement into bed, a vehicle, or a footrest. Once seated, the leg lifter can be used to reposition one or both legs. The upper end of the leg lifter forms a hand grip for one or two of your fat-handed use. 35 inches long.
So you put the one strap around your foot, and then on the other end of this thing, you pull your leg up.
Well, it's like when you want to go to, say you want to get in the car.
Yeah.
Because you have to drive to McDonald's. So what they do is they open the door and they collapse into it.
Right.
They just collapse into the car. And then, the one foot, through the momentum of this planet falling into a car, the one fat leg kind of swoops up and in.
Yeah.
But then the other leg is left out there. Now, whereas most erect walking creatures would just lift their leg.
Right.
This person cannot. So they pull out the handy leg lift. And they scoop it on their feet, and then they hoist up, which I guess constitutes exercise, and then they swing their foot into the car and close the door, and then drive to the nearest disgusting fast food restaurant and eat until they're in
I was right
coma.
there with you, man.
I have a suggestion, though. Instead of spending money on this leg lifter, just use a loaded shotgun. You put your toe in the trigger, and then you pull on the barrel, and it will lift your leg up for a couple of seconds until, of course, it fires, and then you're no longer a burden on this planet. A leg the second you need something to lift your legs up, just because you're fat, I could understand, maybe somebody's paralyzed that they use this. But just stop eating.
But just the idea that it says here, eliminates bending.
Yeah.
Like when you're looking for products, if you're like, God damn it, how can I stop this bending nonsense?
Oh, all this god-awful bending.
And lifting my leg to the couch. Mm-hmm. What the hell am I going to do?
Awful.
With all this time I save. How about just a forklift for the apartment? How about that? We have
a forklift operator.
We have a union guy on a tiny, thin forklift come over and lift your fat feet onto the sofa, and then we go to the fridge and grab your lunch.
They could just land you on the bowl, too. Carry over to the bowl.
Exactly. You have to all you got to do is put your arms out, and the forklift will scoop you up, and then another union man will come over and yank your fat pants down, and he'll drop you on the toilet. And then when you're finished, they'll tip you face first into the tub and run the shower, so you don't have to worry about reaching with paper.
Moving on to the next product here.
Speaking of toilets.
That's why we're jumping ahead here to the Big John toilet seat.
It's the Big John toilet seat. Opie, you're looking at a toilet with a 1,200-pound capacity. I'm not quite sure if that's for sitting on it or what you leave in it. But it is a 1,200-pound capacity. This unique ergonomic design, and by ergonomic, let me explain what they mean. The toilet seat actually has wings on it. I'm not kidding you. Picture a toilet seat, and where your hips would be, where your cheek fat would be, there's wings to help support that extra fat. So that's what they mean by ergonomically designed. Features a contoured 1,200-pound capacity seat, larger than any other toilet seat in the world. The universal design works with any round or elongated toilet. Features include heavy-duty constructed formed from solid, high-density, antimicrobial epoxy resin, stainless steel hinges, and wide non-slip bumpers to prevent lateral sliding. How much lateral sliding is going on?
Yeah.
They're blasting themselves right off of this thing.
Hey, we got Doug. He's a little mad. Doug, what's up?
Hey guys, I'm just wondering why you guys are bashing fat people like more than usual today.
Because we are looking at this.
What do you mean more than
thing.
usual?
Well, you guys are usually, you make it, like, you used to do the Fatty Pig Fatties contest and whatnot.
You know, the fatties love the Fatty Pig Fatty contest.
Yeah.
When we did it in Cleveland
that
in front of a live audience, we had a lot of women marching up the aisles to get in on the contest. They couldn't wait to get on that
That's what I'm
stage and
saying.
show off their
That's
fatness. And we're going to bring that contest back soon, by the way.
I'll tell you why.
Fatty Pig Fatty 2 coming to the Opie and Anthony show.
Nice.
Dude, I'll tell you why we're talking about fat people. Because this Living XL a catalog and this is not people who are born big. This is basically just co-signing for behavior that is just increasing your obesity instead of, you know what I mean? That's all it is saying, here, be fat and don't worry about it.
And we're not, this is the only thing we're making fun of fat people for. The contest pig thing it doesn't mean fat. Pig doesn't mean fat in that case.
I thought the contest was kind of fun and, like, it was silly, but this just kind of seems like...
How fat are you, Doug?
mean.
How fat are you?
Oh, I'm a 280, I'm 6'3".
Now,
Well, I don't think this catalog is talking to you.
Yeah.
No, this
So
is
this isn't about me. I just...
Oh, it's about your chick?
Do you
A
need
little more aggressive.
Do you need a Big John toilet seat in your life? Do you
If I
need...
needed a Big John toilet seat, I'd spend the money on getting the lipo so I wouldn't...
Thank you. Do you need a strap to put on the end of your foot so you can pull that foot into a car?
No, I don't.
Like the strap
I
is...
do like their large robes.
The strap is
I admit
3
I
inches
like
long.
that. Touch the
3
rope.
feet long. Huh?
Gotta admit that their robes are very appealing. Guy my size, it's hard to get a robe that fits.
but you don't...
Just use a comforter.
Wrap
I don't
yourself
want to
up.
be confident.
And Doug, do you need a straight-handled, no-bend toenail clipper? Let me explain what this is all
This is
about.
so, like, at this point, you should just know there's a problem.
Yeah, this is, I mean, if you don't need this, then this catalog's not talking to you, and you should have fun with this bit with us. This thing is actually 18 inches long with a toenail clipper at the end of it, and it has it's like a caulk gun.
Clock, it looks like a hacksaw without the blade in it.
Right, and it has that
You guys
caulk.
sounded a lot more aggressive than usual on this.
It has, you know what, we can't do this bit with you. I was trying to
Just
include
hang
you.
up on him.
Bye, Doug. So it has, it's a hacksaw without the blade, and then it has the caulk gun like trigger that you would use when you're caulking your bathtub or whatever. And when you pull the trigger, 18 inches down the thing here is your toenail clipper, and you can clip your toenails.
And I'll tell you, Doug, why we're a bit more aggressive. Because last night I'm out to dinner, and you know what? I had to eat fruit. I don't want to eat fruit. I want to eat cake.
You want to eat cake
I don't want to eat
and
salmon.
fatty stuff.
Yeah.
Of course I do.
Know what
But I got to tell myself no.
Know what I started doing to try to keep in shape? I live way up there. I took the stairs the other day, 40 floors. Little insane, I know. Trust me, I
Good
know.
exercise.
But it's great exercise. It's like doing Stairmaster at the gym. Like I didn't feel like waiting for the elevator, and this was after being on a exercise bicycle for a half hour. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna walk back up to my apartment, 40 stories.
Rather do the Stairmaster at the gym. That hallway gets a little monotonous,
And you get a little dizzy.
and you got to go round and round. That's
A
just
little
it.
dizzy and a little woozy by the
go,
time you get to the top there.
"Oh."
But that's why, Doug. That's simply why. It's like I'm an addict, so I understand addictive behavior. Believe me. And I want to eat cake so bad. I hate fruit.
I'm eating dry egg whites on a boring bagel, and I'll throw half the bagel out today.
That's what I'm getting.
You make a
egg whites.
You make a commitment to try to eat healthy and then keep yourself in shape, or you don't. But, I mean, when it gets to this point where you're ordering a straight-handled, no-bend toenail clipper to clip your own toenails, there's a problem.
It's a catalog that accommodates lack of control.
Yeah.
And that's what you guys are making fun of. And
I'm making fun of just the... Believe me, I am. And believe me...
the Chinese are coming. They don't have these things.
No.
Only in America.
They eat lots of fish.
We're just a fat country.
The wide-ass bicycle seat. Over 6 times larger than a regular seat.
Over 6 times larger.
At that point, why don't you just take the seat off? You won't even feel it.
That's because if you ever see a real fat person on a bicycle, the amount of flab, of ass cheek that hangs over the edge of the seat is astounding. And first of all, you barely see them on bicycles. That's what's weird. This is probably not a big seller.
Is anybody that weighs 500 pounds riding a bike?
Biking in the circus. Some type of circus act.
They have something that will keep the ball from falling off your nose while you ride the bike in a circle. Can I say that I like the fact that at least Doug called in, though, and spoke his mind? He didn't like it.
No, sir, I don't like it.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, he got a little angry. Whatever.
Fair.
At least he talked normal and wasn't yelling.
500-pound bike.
Yeah, a bike seat. It's a big cushioned bike seat that looks like the part that your butt sits on is about 5 times wider than a regular seat. It just says you have a big fat ass.
How about this? How about just putting a little recording inside a regular bike seat, and every time you sit on it, it goes.
Ow. You.
And then you got your airplane seatbelt extenders.
Well, you know that it's very embarrassing, fat people at the airport, on airplanes. They get very embarrassed and very offended when anyone brings anything up. If they're sitting in the seat next to you and some of their fat is going over the armrest onto you and you comment on it, you're the bastard. You're the ass. You're insensitive. You're this, that, the other thing. It's very embarrassing when they have to ask for a seatbelt extender to get around that fat belly. Like in the event of a crash, they're not going to just end up like a pumpkin that some young vandals got a hold of on Halloween, just splattered with their innards like seeds on a street.
Good.
And so they figure they bring their own. It saves them the embarrassment, along with the Buzz Knot leather travel belt.
Oh, what's that?
And the Buzz Knot suspenders. You might say, what the hell could that be? These are oversized, obviously, belts and suspenders with no metal on them. Because it seems fat people, when they have to take off their belts, their pants are falling down at the airport. So now they can walk right through without having to worry about it because there's no metal on these.
Plus the whole belt thing. Who needs that? You have to put a boomerang on one end and throw it. Circles.
Let's go to Fat Boy. Fat Boy! Fat Boy!
Fat boy!
What's up, Fat Boy?
Yes. Hello, fellas. I just want to celebrate October and say, what the F?
Yep.
What the F? You guys are making fun of fat people, so what the F? Deal with it.
Oh, but see, you're probably not fat.
I am, though, actually.
Oh, wow, this is unusual.
Oh, you're saying we should deal with it, or fat people should deal
fat
with
guy
it?
actually understanding that we're just trying to have a little fun at his expense. I like this. How fat are you, Fat Boy?
I'm 6 foot, 290 pounds of pure lovin'.
Do you have... I love this guy.
Sounds like a comic book guy on The Simpsons.
I love this guy, though. But you don't have a straight-handled, no-bend toenail clipper, do you?
No, I just gave up cutting my toenails.
There you go. Do you have a 500-pound capacity scale at home? Well, most scales go up to what?
I don't know how much I weigh.
300, maybe?
300, yeah.
Well, you could get a scale that goes up to 500. And they also have special scales that go a little higher, like 550. That comes with a remote control because guess what? You're so fat, you get on the scale, you don't know how much you weigh because you can't see the numbers. So they solved that problem for all you fatties out there by giving you a remote control so you can hold it in your hand and see how fat you are.
I get my pork roll.
All right, Fat Boy. Thank you. Let's go to Adam in Jersey. Adam, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Love you, love the show.
Hey, man.
Isn't there kind of a fatal flaw with that leg strap thing?
What's that?
Don't you have to, like, bend your leg to actually lasso it around your ankle so you can lift your leg?
No, it's probably like dipping something like at a carnival, like when you're trying to fish something out of a tank or whatever. You probably just keep dipping it and pulling until you realize you have a toe. Like.
They also have molded sock aid. It minimizes bending and reaching. Molded plastic sock tray and soft molded pull cord handles that are 33 inches long. It's like a little sleeve, a half pipe with two ropes connected to it. You slide your sock on it, and then you put your foot in it and pull the cords, because God forbid you're able to bend down and put your own socks on without the help of some sort of machine.
It sounds like being in hell, like having to live like this.
It really does. There's button things. If your fingers are too fat to hold the little buttons and you can't reach the buttons, there's these little wooden things with loops and hooks on them to button your shirt.
It's a nice catalog that enables your fatness.
You become something that isn't even functional as a human being anymore. You can't dress yourself without machinery.
Why lose weight if you got a toenail clipper that extends 18 inches to cut your toenails off your fat feet?
Can you just imagine?
Why would you
the
have it?
Fritos, the Frito corn chips that go flying out of that, and then, excuse me, how are you picking up the toenails that fly all over the place when you're using this? Do they have a toenail picker-upper? They just leave those orange, yellow, Dorito-colored messes laying all over the living room floor.
And it's like...
Hey, let's go. Can we call the operator? It's here's the phone number. Let's get her on the line immediately. That's what we should be doing today.
Yeah.
Let's go to Ryan in Brooklyn. Ryan, what's up?
Ryan?
Yeah, every time you call the number to order something, the operator should just say, "Stop eating fatso."
Well, the problem is this, dude.
Get a little fatso.
This is not even about bagging on fat people, because it's almost like I don't care what people do if they're crap. Like if fat people on a plane got on a plane and go, "Look, I know I'm huge. Give me 2 seats." Because those seats are not even built for, like, regular skinny people. They're terrible.
Yeah.
And they didn't mind paying for 2 seats. Like, yeah, I know I eat too much. I'm taking up 2 seats. I wouldn't care. Be as big as you want to be. But it's like they start to get mad at people for resenting their addiction inflicting on you. And that's what bugs me.
Did you say regular people, Jimmy? How dare you?
Regular.
Regular-sized
Who are you to
people.
judge
Who are
what's
you to judge
regular?
what's regular, exactly.
Oh, my God. Than, thank you.
Let's go to Mark in Connecticut. Mark, what's up?
What's going on, boys? Morning.
Hey.
Morning, what's up?
I was wondering, is there anything in that catalog that like the toenail clipper thing, for their like a shovel or something that'll shove the food in their fat mouths?
Lisa in Boston. What's going on, Lisa? We're going to be up there a week from Friday for the Halloween party. What's up?
What's going on?
Hey, man.
Just calling because, I think it's absolutely disgusting that this magazine exists, and fat people really need to take responsibility for themselves and need to lose weight, because honestly, I'm sick of sitting next to them on the subway and not being able to sit down because they're taking up 2 seats, and they need no help to be fatter. They should have magazines that tell them how to actually lose weight instead of being fat, disgusting messes.
I guess it's their choice to be fat until it affects us.
Absolutely.
Us normal, regular people.
And it affects our health costs and stuff like that. It's like smoking. And Marlon Spurlock raised a brilliant point in the McDonald's thing he did about how people are so quick to chastise you for smoking, not even for the public health risk, but for your own health.
Yeah.
And yet, if you see somebody eating like that, that's what the problem is. I don't care if you affect yourself. Like this woman, we're trying to get on the phone, Sandy Schaefer. She's the head of the New York chapter of the National Association for the Advancement of Fat Acceptance.
Are you kidding? They ripped off the NAACP's beginning there?
Yeah, wait.
National Association for the Advancement of Fat.
Like the problem is us for not accepting it.
You know, and there is such a thing as a secondhand fat, like smoke with the kids. You ever see the fat mother walking around with her fat little kids because she's got all that fat food sitting in her fat house?
How many kids have been taken away by a fat mother who's fattening up her kid and hurting his health? I'd love to know that.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, our goal is to piss off the fat organizations out there, so then they picket the radio station, and then all of a sudden they lose weight and go, I guess we got to get rid of this organization.
They wouldn't picket. They'd use some kind of a fat catalog picket machine where they just roll around like Captain Christopher Pike.
They probably have enough
in that stupid wheelchair.
They probably have enough money to like hire Olympic athletes to just pick it 24 hours a day without getting tired over and over again.
They just lay in front of the target area like a bunch of sea lions with signs taped to them, and you have to step over them.
Just realize that our jokes hurt people
They
sometimes.
certainly do.
Oh, they do?
But you look at a guy like Steve, who's a big dude, and got stomach stapling, and then spends a lot of time in the gym, and he worries about his diet, and he's like, I'm sure you don't want to do that crap.
No, not at all. But
no one does.
Yeah, nobody does. It's like you or Opie or anybody that watches what they eat. You know, it's you measure what's more painful. Is being fat more painful, or is working out a couple hours a day more painful?
Yeah. All right, Lisa.
Should we take a break?
Yeah, we're
all sad.
Yeah, we're gonna make fun of Down syndrome next to make ourselves feel better.
Absolutely. Then we're gonna tie it up with fat retards and bring it home.
Jane in Jersey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? How are you?
Hey.
Good.
Well, we're now sad. We
who cares? It's
hurt some
hilarious.
people's feelings today.
We're bullies.
We're just bullies going after easy targets. I just realized.
I know, and now we're all going to go run out to Dunkin' Donuts and eat some more, huh?
Notice we haven't even made one joke about what's his name getting arrested on gun charges because we're scared of him.
Yeah.
What? T.I.?
Turn me down
He's
for a picture.
scary.
He's really scary. We saw him when we were down in Washington, and we would never joke about that because that's a scary one.
Yeah.
We just go after the easy targets on this show. Oh well.
I want a good laugh, so I'm going to go
Oh, well.
order that catalog.
All right, Jane.
Bye.
Let's go to Matt in PA. Matt's trying to help us out here. Yes, Matt.
Yeah, I mean, my big problem with fat people is the smell. Now, if they can't cut their toenails, how are they wiping their butts? Maybe they should use, like, bed sheets.
See, I would have laughed at that a day ago, but now I feel bad.
I know.
I just feel like God, that's got to be hell to be in. It really
Gotta
is
be.
awful.
Just has to be.
Despite all the addiction and the fact it's a choice, what an awful way to have to live.
Yeah.
Let's go to Tom in Philly listening on YSP. Tom.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Tom.
Does that magazine have extra strength fat person deodorant?
See, they're trying to bring us back.
I know. They want us back in, but
I'm trying to come back in
it's
there.
just not...
I just don't feel too good about myself right now.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Because we have a lot of fat listeners, and we don't want you to think that we don't like you. We do like you.
We don't, but...
No, we like you at a distance.
All
We
right.
just don't like you on our foot in a crowd saying, excuse me.
plane next to us.
Thank you, Tom. Let's remember that words do hurt. Words hurt.
They certainly
Words
do.
hurt.
Words hurt.
I wish some CBS lawyers were here to straighten us out and sit us right down and help us.
All right.